So what is ChatGPT? According to UNESCO World Commission on Ethics of Scientific Knowledge and Technology 2019, ChatGPT is large language model which is developed by OpenAI based on the GPT 3.5 architecture. It can generate human-like text based on input prompts, answer questions, and perform variety of natural language processing tasks. It was trained on a massive data set of internet text to learn patterns and relationships in language. Now, being it is mentioned as large language model, which is giving you a diversity of searching process and generating lot of text. Now let us see about the definition of AI. As technology develops, so to do the way we define it. So according to UNESCO's World Commission on the Ethics of Scientific Knowledge and Technology, which is published in 2019, they have defined AI as a potentially capable of imitating or even exceeding human cognitive capacities, including sensing, language interaction, reasoning and analysis, problem solving, and even creativity. So all these at a backdrop when the technology is functioning on online platforms, it has a very infinite potential to generate, regenerate the knowledge information. Now, as an educator, when you are asking the students or learners to prepare various reports and assignments, they are bound to use these technology and which are coming up with a lot of sophisticated material. Now, one can have a problem that can it be a case of plagiarism? How it cannot be considered to be as a plagiarism? And how we can make academic integrity by using the latest technology like ChatGPT and OpenAI platforms. So there are 5 suggestions which are given by Professor Martine in this regard. Number 1, openly discuss academic integrity with your students. Promote integrity by modeling it yourself. Teaching the students the necessary skills to avoid plagiarism. Plan your lessons to prevent plagiarism. Detect and report plagiarism in your students' assignments. Now, when you are looking about the first point, that is openly discuss academic integrity with your students. Here, there are 6 values of academic integrity which, being an academician, we need to maintain as well as transfer these components to our learners. They are like honesty, trust, fairness, respect, responsibility, and courage. So while using the online platforms, how to maintain academic integrity? So we have to openly discuss the academic integrity with our students. What does it mean? That we have to highlight what are the authentic sources of online platforms in our learning process, and at the same time how a student can utilize them. So we have to display in front of the students. Promote integrity by modeling it yourself. Like you as an educator, when you are preparing various assignment reports, presentations for the classroom requirement, you are also bound to use the online platforms for certain ease of doing purpose. At that time, one has to mention in front of the students that from where that content has been taken, how much it is been taken, how it can be modified, and how you have prepared your PPT. So that is what promoting integrity by modeling it yourself, so that the students also can get a confidence how to do so. Then teach the skills students need to avoid plagiarism. Now the ease of activity is making ChatGPT used by students where they are using the 2 keys on the keyboard, that is Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. But here when you are using technology, a student or a learner must have necessary skills which are like writing skills, summary skills, and understanding skills of the content. So when you are teaching your students the necessary skills to avoid plagiarism, these 3 components need to be identified and highlighted. Then plan your lessons to avoid plagiarism. That means when you are giving any assignments and work to your learners, you will provide the work in such a way that students or learners cannot do Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V type of work. Detect and report plagiarism in your students' assignments. So As an academician, it is your responsibility to show the right path of learning process for the learners. So the use of language in the reports, the source when they are not mentioning from where they have downloaded that content or used as a reference, these things if you are highlighting, this will make the learners attentive, and when the next time when they are coming up with their work, they will be more focused and more less or preventive in terms of plagiarism activities. How to prevent plagiarism? By PRIVENT model as proposed by Professor Martine. What is PRIVENT? Propose, relay, elaborate, evaluate, verify, negotiate, and testify. In the PRIVENT model, the first alphabet represents propose. When you are providing assignments or works, you provide in such a way that it makes student to think from where you can gain that information and how to utilize in your report. It is like authenticate the task to student by making assignments relevant to their current planned profession. If suppose you are a professor of marketing, your assignments relating to more deeper areas of marketing where the students cannot plagiarize. Second one, we are having relay. It is that you have to instruct about how to complete this work. What are the legible sources of information collection and what are non-legible sources of information sources. That is what, clearly mention your instructions and make sure students to understand them. Provide time to make students to understand your rules and regulations of completing your work. Third is elaborate and enrich your assignments and instructions to make tasks more difficult so that it cannot be plagiarized easily. So criticality of your assignments can minimize the plagiarism. So that is how more practical oriented questions can make students to less copy from online platforms. Fourth one is verify. What you need to verify? Whether the students are using legible sources of information on the ChatGPT platform, or when they are developing a report, are they using right AI modeling? Fifth, evaluate whether they are able to maintain the academic integrity or not. Evaluate. Clear-cut standards, definitions, scoring patterns can make the students to understand this process. Sixth is negotiate. Various dates for handing in assignments. Generally, we give a long gestation periods for completing our tasks, which makes students to plagiarize more easily. But it doesn't mean that give a very shorter time period of completing the tasks. So legible time slots can make students to use the time efficiently, use right sources of information, and publish their assignments successfully. Seventh, ask students to testify that they are solely responsible for their assignments, submitting a declaration of authenticity. So this is basically to make students serious about their submissions. So this is where the PRIVENT model is talking about, which is proposed by Martine. By this, one can be very much free-minded in accepting student assignments, reports in the process of teaching and learning. Now, to have more details on how to adopt this ChatGPT system in educational platforms, educational institutions, there are guidelines which are provided by UNESCO on this pattern. Backdrop, you will be finding the link. You can pause the video and click on that link, and so that you will be able to access complete guidelines to right from creating infrastructure to make awareness to the students about use of ChatGPT and AI platforms for teaching learning process. So by adopting technology, we will be very much convenient and improve our ease of doing work. Learning process become very faster, and we will be able to create a very effective educational benefits So that is what nurturing meaningful experiences by use of technology. Now, what the educators think about use of technology in a teaching learning process, whether technologies like ChatGPT. Here I am giving you one example. Mr. Aman Mitchell, Vice President, Lovely Professional University, who says that first of all, there are various prompts that you can give to ChatGPT, which we are trying to work as an experiment with students. Whereas faculty members are customizing the programs or the lectures with the help of ChatGPT. So, instead of really asking our students to go and work on ChatGPT, now this time is for the faculty members to use ChatGPT and create more effective lectures. So this is how the modern educators think about the technology and adaptation process. This is all about higher education and use of technologies like ChatGPT. I hope you have understood and feel very comfortable in terms of plagiarism and technology related issues. I wish you all the best. Thank you.